Hey, Chandler Bolt here, and in this video I want to talk to you about the only thing that matters when you start your business. And I would argue that if you don't have this thing, you don't have a business. Now, I was on a hike with a friend here recently, and we were hiking around, and he's talking to me about his business idea. He's kind of getting this thing off the ground, and he doesn't have his first sales yet, but he's asking me, hey, should I do an LLC? Should I do an S Corp? Should I go ahead and file for that now? Should I focus on other things? And I said, dude, you got to get some sales because that's the only thing that matters. And until you have sales, you do not have a business. I see so many entrepreneurs, they make this mistake. Until you have sales, you don't have a business. You have a business idea. Okay, so many people, they'll say, oh, I need to get the name, I need to get the logo, I need to get the LLC, I need to have a website, because by outward appearances, that's the measuring stick of success. When you have a logo, you can show it to your friends and family. They say, oh, wow, Chandler's legit, he's got a business. But you don't actually have a business, you just have a business idea. When you do a photo shoot, it makes you feel good, but that doesn't move the needle for your business. You have to have sales, and you have to start with that. And once you solve that problem, then you can start to do these other things. But let's get this straight right up front. Do not do a photo shoot. Photo shoots don't create a business. I see so many people, especially in the online world, they pay all this money, they get these photo shoots, they make them feel like an entrepreneur, they're playing entrepreneur, but they don't have a business. They're doing a logo, they're getting a business name, they're doing all these things that aren't moving the needle from the sales perspective, but they make them feel good. So please, please, please do not fall in that trap. You need to start with sales. Now, there's a couple things here that you need to kind of break this down. So sales is your number one priority. Sales is also your number two priority, and sales is also your number three priority. Now, there's a famous quote. It says that nothing happens until something is sold. This is attributed to Henry Ford. It's attributed to Thomas Watson, the founder of IBM, and also attributed to Peter Drucker. So we kind of don't know who said it, but we do know that a lot of people have said it, and a lot of the smartest business minds that exist. So nothing happens until something is sold. So one of my favorite things to do when I'm starting a business is to pre-sell a product before I build the product, because I want to go out and validate and understand that there's demand. Because when you do surveys and when you tell people about your business idea, when you do all these other things, they're going to tell you how smart of an idea it is. But what I found is that when you say, great, what's your credit card number? Their ideas start to change a little bit, and maybe they're less sure about how great of an idea this is. So people vote with their wallets. Don't let them vote with their words. So one of the first things I'll do, like I said, is I'll try to get pre-sales. Now, a lot of people get hung up on this concept. They think to themselves, pre-sales, how can I sell a product that doesn't yet exist? Well, you be very upfront about it. Now, I'll give you one specific example on how I did this when I started self-publishing school. So when I first started my business before self-publishing school, I did the complete wrong way. I spent $10,000 creating all these videos. We got a website created. We got a funnel created. We did all these things to make it look like we had a business, but we didn't have a business because we didn't have sales. So I was out of money and I was starting my next business. And I said, well, I don't even have any money to spend on all that stuff. So we're not even going to get an LLC. We're not going to do any of that. We're just going to get some sales. And so we pre-sold a product that didn't yet exist. So we said, hey, I've had success writing, publishing, and marketing books. All these people were asking about that, how I could teach them to do it. So for a while, I just would get on the phone with them for an hour. I'd teach them everything that I knew for free. And then I just, say, hey, good luck with your book. I hope this helps, right? Just to be a nice person. But finally, it's kind of one of those things where somebody can only smack you in the face so many times before you turn around and look. And I said, okay, this is actually something that I need to focus on. And this is something that maybe I should turn into a full-fledged business. So once I made that decision to do that, I started getting some sales. So we pre-sold about $83,000 worth of product. And then once we did that, we developed the product. Now, the way we did that is we were very upfront about it. I said, hey, I've had multiple successes as an entrepreneur and as an author, and I've helped a lot of people, or I've helped a couple people replicate that success. I've never taught this in a big setting, but I'm pretty confident that I can deliver these results for you. And guess what? If you take a leap of faith and you invest in me and you invest in self-publishing school, it'll never be this cheap again. You'll never get this much access to me again in the future. And so I'm going to be fully invested in your success. You're going to get a great deal, right? So we were very upfront and we pre-sold before we built the product. This is a concept I learned from Dave Maxwell. He's really great at this, the whole pre-sales thing. And I'm a firm believer in doing that before you get started with all the other business stuff. So the takeaway here is until you get your first sales, you don't have a business, you have a business idea. And if you're just starting a business, the question I would ask is, what can you do to get your first sales as fast as possible? Everything else is just a distraction until then. Focus on getting that first dollar first, because then you have a business and then you can accelerate your success by doing all those other things. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Comment below, let me know what you think, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See ya.